Hello, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to this special holiday edition of Compass Games Town Hall. Believe it or not, you see it right here. It's episode 99. So we're closing in on the century mark, which is just incredible that we're having our 99th episode today. So without further ado, let's bring in Bill and Billy. There they are. They're working on something. I caught you guys off guard here, bringing you in. Welcome. How are you doing on Halloween night? Any trick-or-treaters knocking on your doors already?
No.
Quiet?
Yep, very quiet.
All righty. Well, we're looking forward to getting started. I hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's that's in the U.S. stateside is enjoying Halloween tonight. And also want to send out our best wishes, of course, at Compass to Mark Ruggiero. We hope he's doing well. You know, we're all thinking about him every day.
I am.
So our best wishes to Mark. Absolutely. So I'll turn it over to you, Bill, for anything you'd like to start covering, and then I can cover some other things.
Yeah, what do I want to cover? Well, the convention is happening on
Wednesday
at around 2:00, 2:30.
Yep.
So
Wednesday.
that's exciting.
That is exciting. Yep.
We'll be out to there, and that will take most of our time. And we have the sale going on.
Yep. That as well. That's true.
Which has been good, so that's good. And then what else? With the sale, we've had we've had quite a few people order. So
yeah, I noticed a lot of people posting on Facebook, taking advantage of the specials, and they're showing, their deliveries, what they picked up. So they seem pretty happy with items they were able to pick up at a special discount. So we're happy to see that.
Yeah, so we had to push off Grant because we just don't we didn't, with everything going on, we didn't have enough. We had to push that off.
Yeah, so I could show that here. So according to our schedule here, and I'll make it a little bit bigger for everybody. It's a little hard to see, but on the left side here, which I'm going to focus on, this is where we have our next upcoming releases. So we originally had Grant around end of this month, but it's now pushed out to next month. So tomorrow's November, but so I see Grant and Paper Wars issue 108 with the 3D days. We have slated for the month of November, and you can see Golden Age Piracies after that, Stellar Horizons, which we'll have a Kickstarter for starting shortly, which is a standalone game, Stellar Horizons 2 Galactic Frontier. And then we've got Pontiac's War and Roma. I know a lot of people always ask about Roma Victrix and Pontiac's War. So those are on our schedule now. So I'm glad to call those out. But yeah, so we'll have some games getting released pretty soon. Just a reminder for everybody on this Halloween special, just like any other episode, make sure you get your hashtag Town Hall in. You just have to enter it one time for the drawing tonight. So we have you covered for the free game. And then Expo bills right here. So for the Expo, for anybody that's going, we've been sending out emails weekly with the private email addresses of the attendees. If you scroll down the page, you have the hours, free breakfast for hotel guests that are overnight guests. Our seminar event schedule is pretty much fixed. There could always be some last minute changes, but we've got our special events calendar set up here starting Wednesday afternoon, and it runs through Sunday. And all the seminars are in green, highlighted in green. We got pizza night Saturday night as well. So that's our special event schedule where it's either play tests, demos out in the gaming area, or it's the green highlighted seminars are in our little seminar room that we feature. And then the attendee roster is up to 111 attendees. And we list everybody out here, including their location. And again, email addresses we don't show publicly. That's all sent out to the registered attendees. They receive that email once a week. And then the all-important game sign-up sheet. So this was updated this morning. So the way it works, just as a reminder, we list the games with a link to Board Game Geek, typically on the left side, so you can get more information about the game. And then people, when they sign up and register for Compass Expo, they pick a first choice, a second choice, third choice, and up to 3 alternative choices. And based on any matches we find, we'll highlight with a background bar where we have matches. And if somebody matches for their first pick, they'll get a blue highlight because that should be good for set play. So lots of games are listed, lots of special events as well. So it looks like you guys are going to have a great time. And of course, we have the Compass Game Store is going to be the Compass Store is always a big feature of Compass Expo. Does the Compass store open Wednesday when people check in? That's already going to be open, I think, right? The sales, Bill and Billy?
Yeah, I got a question for you. I thought we weren't doing the grant demo.
I hadn't heard that from John South.
No, but I thought he wasn't coming. You told me.
Oh no, he's coming from what I understand. I'll double check my emails. I knew he was. It was up. I'll double check the emails again. So if Grant's on there and he's not coming, I think he was doing quite well and said he was planning to be there. I know we had one or two other designers that had to drop, but I don't believe I received a notice from John Souther that he wasn't going to be attending.
Oh.
So I can double check that. But yeah, I'll be happy to check that with him tomorrow. No problem. So that's the information about Expo. Again, lots of information about the events, the signups, etc. And I'll be updating it all the way up through Tuesday, Wednesday morning for anybody that decides to register late. So I'll be happy to do that. And I've got stuff we can cover today as far as some games wrapping up or anything you guys want to cover. I know they're deciding right now what they want to talk about next. So let's give them a moment here. And I'll wait to see what Bill wants to cover next. Drum roll. They're still thinking. All right. And the decision is?
What? About what?
I don't know. I thought you guys were deciding what you wanted to, you were talking about something. So.
Wait. Okay. Well, we're going away again.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll do my first contest. See if we can do that really quickly. So this is where you have to guess what the game is. So I'll go ahead and we'll let somebody just in the chat go ahead and pick a number square and I'll reveal it and see if we can guess what game it is. So I'll look for any numbers in the comments section and we will go ahead and we will find out who can guess first the game. So again, just pick a number and I will, okay, we've got Danny Sakari wants number 8. So let's do that. So there's number 8. So if you can see that well, looks like it might be a counter sheet. We've got a lot of numbers here. So I'm going to go in order. And then if somebody thinks they know what it is, they can call it out. So I'm going to keep going. Oh, this might go fast. This might go fast. So let me see if anybody's guessing. No, nobody's guessed the game yet. Let me check.
I did.
You guessed the game. Okay, don't say anything yet. I want to see.
Okay.
It. All right. I think we got the winner here, right here.
Yeah, Rich Campbell got it.
All right, Rich, you got it. Oceans of Fire. And if you want to know what it looks like, there's the counter sheet. So, Rich, you were the first one on the draw. So, congratulations to you on that one. So, all righty, we'll go back to you, Bill and Billy, if there's anything you want to cover. Otherwise, I've got some stuff I can do.
No, we're here to take questions. I don't know if there's anything to cover.
Okay, I can show some things that are wrapping up if you want, and we can
Like
do
what?
Let's start here. So we'll start with what is due end of this month, which is today. So I think that's probably a good one to cover. So let's go to Eastern Front operational battle. So this one's been in proofing for the past week or past month, really, but the rules were done in the past week and getting proofed. This is obviously the entire front cover file that I'm going to show here in a moment. So let me pull it up. There we go. So here we've got, let me make it a little bit bigger here. So this is, of course, the full wrapped cover. You can get an idea what the front cover is. It's 4 games in one. It's a quad game. Think of the old SPI Army Group South quad treatment, if you will. This game's been on pre-order for quite some time. So this is one of the games Bill wanted to make sure we got over the finish line as soon as we could. Back of the box here that I'll show. And I'll zoom in here just a little bit. We're in Acrobat, so it might take a little bit of time. So here you can see the 4 battles that are covered. So we've got the 4 battles. We got 2 battles in 1942, and they actually can link up. So if you actually do Operation Friedrichs, that is actually combines both maps. So that second game is actually using 2 maps. All the other games use a single map. So it's like a quad game with a little special twist with Friedrichs, as it's extending the campaign. And I'll show you the map for that just to give you an idea of what that looks like. And then the information here, you can see sort of the setup of the counters. Pretty straightforward system. It's got 4 17 by 22, so 4 half-size maps, quad game format. The two maps linked together for Fredricas. We've got 3 counter sheets, a 9/16 inch size, 5 player aid cards, some order battle displays for each game. We've got the standard rules booklet for each of the 4 games, and then you got an exclusive rules for the 2 1942 and the 2 1943 games. And you've got some additional information. So it's a 2-player game, but definitely plays solitaire friendly. So it ranks high for solitaire playing. It takes a few hours to play each game. So to give you some more information on it, here is the Operation Fredricas map, and you'll notice here at the very top, it's looking to join because it has to be played with pincers. So it's actually a combined game. I'll show you the combined map here in a second, just so you can see what that looks like. But here is the pincers map, which is a standalone map. So this Fredricas joins with this map, but this is the pincers game. So it's a single half map scenario. What I'll do now is I'll go see if I can, let me see if I can find that other map. I want to pull up that other map of the combined game. So let me just go here, see if I can call it up here. Here's the combined map right here, just to give you an idea of what it looks like. So again, they stack on top of each other. So it's sort of a portrait mode. So we've got Fredricas on the bottom and pincers on top. And that white area is just dead space. That is just the way. So basically, Fredricas is more landscape mode, goes wider along the bottom. So this is what Fredricas looks like because it's also using the pincers map. As you can see from the top, it says pincers right here on the very top. So this is a combination. And so that's the only 2 mapper out of the quad game. All the other ones use that separate map that we've included. So I'll go back here again. So we basically showed those maps. We showed the pincers map. Here's the oral map. So this is 1943, Oriole Salient. Here's the other 1943 scenario. So there's the other half map.
Yeah, I didn't like the white. Why is the white there?
The what? Oh, that's not part of the file. That's just from trying to crop them. I was trying to copy them together.
Okay,
so there's no
that's
white.
not part of the map.
Yeah, there's not part of the game at all. It's just me trying to, I had to bring in the 2 files together. So that just was some dead space. So here we have the counter sheet. So again, it's 3 counter sheets for the game because we're covering 4 games. So here's front and back. And we did, quite a few enhancements to the counters from the original game. We actually added more information to the counters. Here's all the shared markers for the game and the back side. So we've got 3 full counter sheets covering the 4 games. Then we've got the setup displays. There's dedicated setup displays for each side. So you can see here, this is for the Soviet player, all the different setup starts for each of the scenarios. And of course, for the Axis player, the German player, we have the Axis startups for each of the 4 games as well. And then the player aid cards, we actually double down on this one. So everybody gets there's 2 copies in the game. So if there's 2 players, you'll each have this handy, most often used player aid card because it has the most important information in the game. So you'll have that available to you. Combat results table, of course, on the back side, some additional information. So we've got that for you. Then what we decided to do, even though this is on the rules, we did a dedicated player aid card for the sequence. This is the detailed sequence of play. So the standard sequence in the rules is quite short. It's just the main things that happen. This is giving you every single step. So literally how combat gets resolved and what steps happen for every combat resolution. We've captured every possible step in this detailed sequence of play. And then most important of all, we've got the standard rules. We have also the scenario cards. I'm just going to show you for now, just the standard rules to give you an idea. Not many pages to the game. It's all illustrated, so you can get the information about the counters, as you see here, all the markers. But what's nice that we added at the very end is we have a very detailed example of play that runs several pages. It's all illustrated. I'll zoom in here to give you a better idea of what it looks like. And what we've done with the extended example of play, you see that little red highlight colors. That's where on the map you need to look for what is happening for combat or movement. So everything's called out, very easy to follow in the rules because we've called out the hexes. So you don't have to worry about reading hex numbers in the rule booklet. You're just going to follow the labels, the letter labels. And it's pretty detailed. It's got a lot of pages to this example of play that I'm scrolling through now. So we think that'll be really helpful for play. And then there's some additional examples that were added, like an early attack example. So there were some special cases in the rules that we wanted to do. And also we did a setup example. So the different scenario rules have different setup definitions. like set up on a boundary or within a hex row, and we want to help you understand where exactly can I set up the pieces. So we go through an actual scenario setup to help explain how you would do that for each game. Then we've got the designer notes, rules commentary, bibliography that was used by John Thiessen, the designer. We've got that same detailed sequence of play in the rules itself, although we have a separate card for it to make it a little easier for you. And then that's just the back cover. So again, this game, we just found today, Bill and Billy, we just found 2 or 3 small little things we had to just clean up. So we're really just cleaning up the last minute things because we made a lot of corrections already. So this one's good to go. If you want more information about the game, you will find it right here on the website. So just go to Eastern Front Operational Battle Squad. You'll get more information about the game. And then tomorrow I'll be adding pictures of the maps, the counters, maybe 1 or 2 displays. I'll be adding in all the pictures that I just showed you will be added to the product page starting tomorrow. So if you haven't ordered the game yet, please consider it. 4 games for $52. And I think you guys will love it. And we'll go back now to your questions. And sounds like Mo says, okay, sounds good. Mo is going to Expo, so that is true. Sorry, I got some barking dogs back here. I don't know if you can hear them. And all right, I'll stop. That was just one of the 2 that I had to show today, Bill. And then I've got some puzzles, quizzes to do. But if you want to talk about anything else, there are other games that are wrapping up. So Cactus Air Force Pilot, that's by Ray and Vicky. That'll be Ray will be at the Expo. He'll be demoing the game. And that game is basically done, but we want to have him to have a chance to demo the game at Compass Expo. So Cactus Air Force is basically done, minus anything that comes out of Expo. So that one's wrapped up. And then I'll be showing another game here in a moment as well. I thought I'd turn it back over to you guys. Also, guys, if you have any questions for Bill or Billy, please go ahead and get your questions in so we can ask them questions on this Halloween night. I want to make sure we get your questions in.
Yeah, very hollow. Yeah, spooky.
That's right.
I know Combat 3 is at the printers now, so that's good.
Yep.
Combat, we have a series rule book going forward with the other combats, so that's actually 90% done.
Oh,
so
great.
That's good news because, like I said, we have Combat Eastern Front, we have Combat Pacific, and we have Combat Future.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah.
What else?
Let me see if there's some questions in
Yeah,
here.
Status of Rebel Tide. I don't know what happened with John on that one.
Oh, that one, I've had these other ones I've been doing. So,
John, I think we had it for a year, right?
yeah, I just had other stuff I was doing. So that it's always on my weekly project updates. But obviously, I've got these. Eastern Front was ahead of Rebel Tide, and because it was older, so that's why it took over for Rebel Tide. So that one's wrapped up.
Stellar Horizons 2 should be up on Kickstarter on tomorrow or Monday.
Yeah.
Okay, so Stellar Horizons 2 is on its way, so that's good. We'll do a Kickstarter. What else we got? I don't know. So busy doing catalog, and
yeah,
that's been keeping us busy. And
oh, here's a question for you. What's up with Battle Hymn 2 update?
Yeah, no, Battle Hymn 2 is actually we're checking the final setups now, and then that's off to the printer. So that is actually going to be finally, and we'll be reprinting Battle Hymn 1 as well.
Oh, great. Oh, Battle Hymn 1 with Battle Hymn 2. So yeah, folks, I can get both at the same time. E4 Airman says thanks for the catalog, and also JBX says he's been using the catalog for the game lineup. Manassas is actually going through a final QA check right now with one of the colleagues we work with, somebody on the outside helping us. So that is actually active right now. So that will be going to the printers soon. Let's see. Rick has a comment about the Series 120 collection. He loves it, loves the new editions. Is there any chance you'll do the same, say a collection of 4 small original sci-fi games? So I do know there's one sci-fi.
We're doing Belter.
Yeah, Belter is being done now.
But that's a full size.
That's a full size sci-fi game. I'd have to go back to their catalog for any smaller sci-fi games.
Yeah, I don't think right now We have a lot of those games, but no quad. We have I know we have Burma, Chaco all done. Well, Russo-Japanese and the naval game, Port Arthur. So we combined 2 games in that one. That's almost done, which is working on the maps. Great Patriotic War is actually done. So
Yeah, that's great. Yep, a lot of games, a lot of GDW games are done.
yeah, Battle Hymn 1's a straight reprint. There wasn't very much errata, so it's just going to be.
Yeah.
Um,
And then I can comment here, Panzerkrieg, the map and the 3 counter sheets are done for Panzerkrieg. I don't have them set up to show. I could show it in a future episode. But Panzerkrieg map and the counter sheets, there's 3 counter sheets for the game. They're done. And then Tank Leader is going through some QA, internal QA work that's getting wrapped up. So that is the status on those 2 games. Let's see what this question is. Was the quad game going to be on Kickstarter in the future? That was about Eastern Front operational battles. Yes, it will be. It will be on Kickstarter. And also to answer another question related to that, the rules will be posted. The standard rules will be posted once the Kickstarter goes live. Michael's asking on Facebook, have we considered GameFound instead of Kickstarter?
yeah, we looked into it. Right now, Kickstarter's treating us pretty good, so I don't see us moving it.
Alrighty. And on Sensuicon, that's actually my next project up. And then it's Rebel Tide after that. So Sensuicon, I'm starting work on that next week because I just wrapped up Eastern Front operational battles for this month that I was just sharing with you all. So Sensuicon's gone through some edits, some notes, research ready on the QA side. And I just have to implement all the changes to the files. So that's the status on Sensuicon. It's actually my next project. Let's see what else we have here for questions. Late to the party. Is there an ETA on Grant? Grant will be in November. That will be the next release per our website.
December, John.
Oh, sorry, December. Yeah.
Should I go collect?
You're right. December. Both are December.
Happy Halloween. Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. Sea Power in the State. That's one we haven't talked about maybe in a little bit.
Yeah, no, that's in the catalog. I think that's like I said, we have other games that need to come out before it. So I want to say if the catalog's really I know people are going to be shocked with this, but the catalog dates are really pretty good dates this time. So we should meet them or be pretty close to them. But I don't see Sea Power in the State. I think it's mid 2025.
Mid 2025. Okay. And then Gregory's just commenting on Sensuicon's a huge project. It's really like 3 games in one. So there are different aspects to the game. So it is really like 3 different games packaged in one. We'll provide more details about that as I wrap up the project and as it goes on Kickstarter. Here's an example build of sci-fi games that were done from GDW.
Yeah, we don't even have license to those.
Yeah, I'd have to see if that's available, actually. Well, maybe it is, but I don't recall seeing these on the list. But that's something I can definitely check. Absolutely. So I'll be happy to do that, Jeff, on YouTube. Next question. Anything new about reprints for any Ted Rasier games, which would be Red Storm Over the Right?
That's in we're gonna do it. It's just when we have time, because I know John's just finished up Steel Wolves. Then we're doing Proud Monster, then God Kings. Okay, and then we're doing the 4 first Paper Wars issues. We're gonna put it in a box.
Yep.
So I don't I don't see that. That's way down the road.
Okay. All righty. And then can you revisit for everybody that doesn't know much about Combat 4? Could you share with everybody what Combat 4 is? And
yeah, Combat 4 is the Eastern Front.
Yep. And then how we'll have a series rule booklet you mentioned, right?
Yeah, series rule book for all the ones going forward after Combat 3. Okay, then Combat 5 will be Pacific, and Combat 6 is like future or like now stuff, modern.
Okay, great, perfect. Bruce on YouTube's asking, when will we see Baltic Fry Corps with Paper Wars 109?
109, probably 108's got to come out first, which will probably be end of the year or okay. So I'll say 3 months later. So no, I don't see 109 coming out until like March.
Okay, and then what about a date for Kaiser's High Seas Fleet from Kirk on YouTube's asking?
Yeah, let me see. Let me look at the catalog, huh?
That's a good
Skyler
idea.
Fleet we got scheduled for, I think, late next year.
Late next year for Kaisers.
Yeah, late 2025.
Late 2025. Okay. Phoebe here. Combat 4 should be turned over to Compass by the end of the year. Thanks for the update on that. So as far as those working on the project. Oh, Snapshot was for Traveler. I know we don't have any access
No,
to
we don't have Traveler or anything.
Yeah, that won't be yeah. So like I said, these weren't licensable titles that we saw, so they might not be available. And I know we don't have Traveler. So Making Proud Monster even Deluxier. I don't know if that's the right term for it, but I know it's a popular game.
Yeah,
and
well, we're changing the name. I'll tell you that much.
yeah, we're gonna come up with a different title for sure. Well, the War Europe from Ernie Copley, will that be reprinted?
No.
Okay, all right. And we talked about Belter is already in the works right now.
Yep, Belter's in the works.
Have you estimated, this is a good question for Billy, have you estimated how many different games Compass has for sale in the catalog? Which is basically everything. I think everything starts like 2025.
Well, I could do it.
Other than the new
What,
releases.
you going to do this?
It's going to be about 100 titles, I would guess, but it's a lot of titles.
Oh, not as many as that.
It's more than 12. I'll say that. How's that?
35.
It's going to be a lot of titles. Hopefully you got the catalog, or if you hit our website, you'll get a little banner at the top that takes you to the page where you can download the catalog as a PDF. Lots of stuff is in there.
Yeah, we've got about 135 games
Oh, wow. There you go. That's a good number. 135. There we go. Awesome.
that are for sale.
All righty. Sounds good. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. More information on Combat 4 is on the Console World Forum as well, besides Board Game Geek.
Oh,
That's
nice.
true. That is true. Thanks for the support.
What's the well?
Let's see here. And I think that covers all the questions we have so far that I'm seeing. So I think that covers all the questions. We'll look for new questions.
Okay.
Let's see. Are you going to post PDF rules for Victory at Sea? I don't think we are, because it's a sort of a straight reprint, right, Bill? Of the previous
Yeah,
edition.
no, we're not going to post PDF rules.
Not for that one, because it's basically the same game that's from the older edition. Let's see here. Jeff's going to educate me. GDW's Asteroid and Snapshot were tactical games compatible with Traveler and Mayday, etc. Dark Nebula is a standalone game using the Imperium game system. Yeah, on all of these, I'll double check, but I can definitely find out if any of those are available.
No, Imperium. Imperium, we don't have that. That's tied up with somebody else did.
Yeah, I
those.
think somebody else has done Imperium.
Yeah,
once
no,
or
we
twice.
don't have Imperium, and so
Yeah.
I don't think we would have anything that would use that system.
Yeah, I'll put it this way. We're doing most of the games from GDW. We've done a lot already. Some are released. A lot are at the printers. So we're basically doing a ton of them. So basically we've got the whole catalog and we're trying to go from there. Absolutely.
Yeah, we don't have Imperium. We don't have what was that World War One, World War II games.
Trenchfoot? Wait, from
No,
GDW?
the World War II games.
From
Scorch, Earth, Fire in the East. We don't have that system.
oh yeah, Europa, the Europa system.
Yeah, we don't have the Europa system.
Right. Here's a business question for you, Bill. What goes into your business decision to not do a reprint of something like the War Europe?
Because we did it twice. Okay, and it's really at this point just done for us.
Okay. And then Avalanche. I know several publishers did Imperium. I wanted to say Phalanx Games or earlier version.
Yeah, somebody else did Imperium too, though.
So there's Avalanche Press did one years ago. So Tim in excuse me. Tim in Tempe, Arizona is asking, should I buy Stellar Horizons or wait until Stellar Horizons 2? It's the Kickstarter in the next day or two.
Yeah.
Well, there's add-ons. There's the add-on, right? Add-on sale.
Yeah, but it's going to be the same price.
Okay.
Okay. I guess for us, we'd rather have you do the direct, because then we don't have to pay the Kickstarter fee.
Okay. So Tim, if you could, per Bill's suggestion, if you could do Stellar Horizons, the original, direct with us, and then just do the Kickstarter for Stellar Horizons 2, that would be
But if he doesn't, that's fine.
that'd be awesome. But we'll survive either way. That's true. We'll survive either way. Let's see here. Yeah, Mark Miller, and he just sold off his Imperium, or I'm sorry, Traveler series a few months ago, so I know about that. I don't, Stand and Die I could check. That's a very big game, or at least it was done as a very big mounted map game. That might be on the list, or if not, it's with Frank
Yeah, I
Chadwick.
didn't like the game.
Yeah, and I think it's available, to be honest. I think that would be available if somebody wanted to pick it up. Absolutely. Tim's going to do what you said, Bill, so he's going to do
see, I
your
like
direct
that.
order. So he's being, so you owe him extra trick-or-treat candy on that one. All righty. Pearl Harbor, it's on our list, I think, down the road, I believe. I
Yeah.
know it's on it's on the list of games. So we're doing a few of the naval games, but we haven't got to Pearl Harbor yet. So that is, again, that's something we could do at Compass. Absolutely. So there we go.
What else, Bill?
Crimea is already being done, Bill, right? Crimea?
No, we didn't. No,
Oh, we haven't done that one? Okay. So that one's on the list, but we haven't done it yet. Okay.
Because what happened was he wanted to do 10 at a time.
Yeah, so we just picked the 10 we
So we
wanted.
picked 10, and then once we finish those 10, we go back and get 10 more.
There we go.
So
Exactly.
that's why.
So Dark Nebula would perhaps be separate from Imperium. We'll check if it's on the list, and I could find out from Mark Miller pretty quickly. So that's not a problem. But thanks, Jeff, for
that question is very interesting on who owns Battle of Moscow.
That's all over the place. That's all over the place.
Because I'll tell you why. Because we took Great Patriotic War. Okay, so we have it. If you remember, it was in
Yeah,
Great
it's part of that
Patriotic
game.
War.
It's part of that game. It's part of that
So
game.
we have it in that game.
That's true. Yep,
So
it is in there. We showed
It's
it.
in there. I don't know. I have no idea. But
The good
Chadwick-
news. Yeah.
Yeah, Frank Chadwick actually did. Yeah, I guess last published. No, I don't think it was last published by Victory
I think
Point Games.
I thought Roger McGowan may have done Battle for Moscow for his C3.
Yeah, he put it in CE, but
It's
but
like a
when
deluxe.
we bought
Yeah,
when we took Great Patriotic War,
yeah, it's
we
included in that game.
assumed
Yeah.
it was part of that.
Well, it's
So
in
that
that.
might be an assumption that's not actually.
Well, it was in the game, so
It's in the game, so that's why we did.
exactly.
Yeah,
Everybody has 3 copies of that game now. I guess we could just say that everybody's got like
yeah, it was just
multiple
we put it in
copies.
because it was in the original.
There you go. So yeah, it's funny how things work out, but yeah, exactly. So Shin says if you do Crimea, please rewrite the rules for that game. So thanks for the heads up about that. As
Okay.
you know, our approach is we always basically take the rules and we work in all the official errata that's been published. We work those into the GDW games. Daniel Berger on YouTube's asking about Starship Troopers. That would probably be a hard no if it's a Hasbro.
Yeah, that's
type.
not us. Yeah.
Yeah, so that Hasbro has that through Avalon Hill. So it's a matter of somebody coming up with a new game, new system, same theme as Starship Troopers. Basically, shouldn't be too hard to do that. Tet offensive with a better map would be nice from the GDW Tet. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, On the Bounce is sort of like that Starship Troopers game, for example.
Yeah, we're doing On the Bounce, but I don't know where that is.
I don't know where that is. Yeah, that was something with, I think it was left with Art.
Oh, with Art.
Lupinacci.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's with Art. Did I miss anything about Galaxy Force and Lightning Strike updates? We have not talked about those yet tonight, so you have not missed anything there. So, Bill, if you want to say anything first, I'll defer to you. Yeah, I'll happy to.
Lightning Strikes is being worked on. Okay, he was supposed to come down. The designer was going to come down to a convention, but he had something came up, so he couldn't do it. But those are, I think both those are going to be in 2026.
And
I think
Galaxy,
that's what the catalog says.
and Galaxy Force has to go through our internal QA process. It's been turned in, but we have to do our final QA work on that game, which usually takes a few weeks. Somebody says they blame Frank Chadwick for joining the Army National Guard. He was going to do Twilight 2000 games otherwise, or make it more realistic. I don't know about Race for Tunis and Bloody Kasserine. Those I think would be available to pretty much anybody. I don't know if it was on that list from Mark Miller. That might be straight from Frank Chadwick, but it'd be pretty easy to find out. But yeah, I don't think those are spoken for. It's either on the list, or if it's not, it could be gotten to. And those two games do link up together. That is true. Let's see. VPG did a very colorful Ziploc version, Leningrad, based on the Battle for Moscow system. I know there are a bunch of variations done of it. So Will, thanks for the information and confirmation that, yeah, a lot of publishers seem to have touched that game and done variants of it.
If you buy a pre-order game through the catalog or whatever, okay, you don't get charged. You do pay later.
Yeah, we don't charge at all for any pre-orders, unless it's something that's just like gone through the Kickstarter already, or it's imminently shipping.
Yeah, once it's a Kickstarter, once it comes off Kickstarter, then it becomes a pay now for everybody.
Exactly.
Okay, but and you'll see the pay now, that's the only option. Okay, but any Brothers at War 1861, I think it's been handed into Brittany, so I know 1862 is out, right, Bill? Yeah, 1862 is out of print.
Yep. And Mo, thanks, Mo, for backing me up. I thought, C3I, Roger had done that.
I didn't think it was that long ago, but I guess 8 years.
Yeah, I guess he said that as a box edition, I think, maybe. Yep. Let's see. If I buy during the holiday sale period, that has it to be. Okay, we just talked about that.
Yeah, you're charged when the game is ready to be released.
This one, I don't know if that would get wrangled up with the Europa system. I don't know if there's any separation of the Europa system legally, but let me tell you, it's probably the most convoluted legal situation in the world. Is everything that happened to GRD after it went to HMS and Carl Kleihege sold it. Things just fell off the earth for Total War. And I really don't know if DNO, Unentschieden is part of that. And it's just, I don't have the answer to that question. It's an excellent question, Paul.
It's part of what?
If the originals, Drag nach Osten and Unentschieden, if those are considered separate from the Europa system, because they were, I doubt it. So, but it's just,
he doesn't have it.
Yeah, the league. Yeah, he doesn't have it. I know that. Yeah, it's not. I know Mark Miller doesn't have it, which is sad because I wish we could do it. Any Adam Starkweather games in the immediate pipeline? Well, I know we have games from Adam in various states.
Oh God, we got a ton. We got Combat 3.
Combat 3, right?
Combat 3. We got Warriors in America. We got Warriors in Politics. They handed over Shattered Swords. Guadalcanal is being worked on. He's actually working now on Anzio CSS. He actually is working on a Mexican war, Warriors of Mexico. So we're doing a lot of those games just because it's easy and the Warrior system. And he's doing Combat 5, Combat 6, the modern combat. And he's doing my World War I Opus one.
Oh yeah, Adam is the one you always wanted. Yes, since
the one I always wanted, like War in Europe maps. It's going to be massive.
That'll be great.
So he's going to do that, and it's going to be not the exact same thing as War in Europe, but on that scale map. And then we're going to go with World War I, World War II, maybe Franco-Prussian War. So that's exciting. But I'm liking him by my World War I.
Yep, there we go. And then Brittany just confirmed the Brothers at War 1861. She's got it in the queue. Also, somebody says it was a great album. I don't know who the rock band was. I have to look up who the band was. I'll have to look up the album title. I don't know what it is.
I think Enemy Action. I don't see another Enemy Action coming out.
Yeah, I don't think we have anything in the pipeline for that. So that
I don't.
True.
I don't see it. I don't see it coming out.
Dire Straits. Okay, thank you for the amenity. I like that band. So there we go.
Straits.
All right. Dire Straits. So we need to put the album from Dire Straits with Brothers at War. That's okay. There's a good tip right there. All righty. So we got a bunch of questions in right there. Is it okay if I show another game real quick here, Bill?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll do that. So let's go here. And this is not on pre-order yet, guys. So this is like a sneak peek. So here we have from Mark McLaughlin, East Wind Rain. So how many are familiar with Mark McLaughlin's East Wind Rain? Raise your hand if you know anything about it. So I believe it was done by Task Force Games. I might be wrong, but that's my guess. I'm going to stick with it. And then also Christopher Vordenberg is also the co-designer of the game. Here's the map. Let me pull up the map for the game. So it's a single map, which means it will be mounted. So we have a mounted map sheet for the game. I'll just zoom in just to give you a little more flavor of it there, to give you an idea, but it is a full map sheet. As you can see there, it's not completely done. It's almost completely done. Don't have the back of the box yet. We have the counter sheets. We have the double wide naval units.
You like that?
So here's an example of that. So here's some U.S. naval units
What?
right there. The British units as well. So there's the British units. And we got front sides and back sides. Here's the back side information. Here's the front sides for the Japanese naval units. Again, they're double wide, or the double wide counters. And then we have the regular size half inch. I have to check if these are half-inch counters. Again, I have to double check.
Ocean fire, which is good.
So here's the counters for the game, the smaller counters for the game. These might be larger than half-inch. I'll have to verify that as we get closer to putting it on the website. We have the order of battle appearances for the Allied forces. Of course, the same for the Japanese. We've got our displays for the task forces, as you would expect, that are required for play. It's a 2-player game. We've got the player aid cards in here, the information for play. The charts and tables are right here as well. So here's the charts and tables fully formatted. And then the rules have not gone through. So again, this is just something that still needs to be done. Rules have been laid out, but I'm still going to be going through and editing, proofing all the rules. But here you can see the rules are already laid out. Yes, it went through. Andy Nunez was the developer of this edition. So it's very much like the original game, but it's been really cleaned up a lot, just to let you know. So there's been a lot of refinements made to the game. We wanted to make it a little more approachable, digestible. But as you can see, it's not a simple short game, but there are a lot of examples of play, etc., as you can see here. So lots of examples for the game to help out. Not overly complex, just not a low on complexity type game. So again, East Wind Rain, just want to share with you. I don't know if anybody knew we were doing East Wind Rain from Mark McLaughlin. And we're really excited to get that game ready. It's not on pre-order yet, so I'll be sometime next year. It'll be on pre-order, but it's definitely coming along, and looking forward to bringing that out. So that is that one. And then I'll sneak in here another quiz.
Okay, let's do it.
Give me some numbers, Bill.
Bill, get one.
Give me a number. Bill.
21.
21? This one might be too easy. Let me see if I can go bigger here in size.
Oh, didn't work.
You know what it is already?
Yeah.
Don't say it if you know what it is. You know what it is, really? Give me another number. Give me a number, Bill. Somewhere else.
Bill?
He said you.
No, you.
36.
26?
36.
36.
I know what it is now.
All right. Okay, we got to have somebody a winner here. Come on, guys. Somebody, I see.
Oh, it's good. I want
Somebody said World at War. No, it's not World at War.
Do 12.
12? Oh, there's a non-German. Oh. Okay, somebody said here Last Gamble. Is it Last Gamble, Bill?
No.
That is not. Is it Ardennes 44 from GMT? No, this is only Compass Games, believe it or not. I think we have a winner.
Yep.
There you are. If you don't have Bitter Woods already, we have the deluxe edition. Please pick it up. It's an awesome game. It's one of the most popular games played at Compass Expo. So you'll even see an oversized, blown-up version of this game. Right, Bill and Billy? They can see a blown-up. Usually there's a blown-up version of this game that Randy Heller, the designer, brings with him. It's awesome. So Bitter Woods. I've got some more quizzes we could do, or I could turn it back over to you guys.
I'll do
No,
more
you can
quizzes.
do one.
All right. Now, this one I don't know. So this is a funny story. I cannot remember what game this is because I did this 6 weeks ago when we didn't have time to do quizzes, and I looked at it. I have no idea what the game is. So I'm going to play along. I'm not going to win. You
Okay,
guys
Bill,
are
go
going to
first.
tell me.
48.
30. What number?
48.
48. All right, it's really hard to see. Hold on, let me zoom in. That's really hard to see. Sorry, it's a little dark image there. Let's just let's help a little bit. Okay, there. We probably have to
2-1.
get away. Okay, I got some numbers here. 20 from Steve Larson. Oh, that was a good pick, Steve.
Oh, we know
23
this.
from Thomas. 6 from Vicky.
Yeah, yeah.
Vicky got 6. 11 from
I
Christoph.
didn't know if there was
Yeah,
There's
no, I
Chris-
wouldn't have gone from.
Okay, I do not know. Anybody have a guess here? Billy, don't say anything. Does anybody know what this is? Because it's not a Series 120 game because unless we published it, of course, because we are publishing, so we could publish Series 120 games, but this is something already published by Compass. 26. Paul Walker wants 8. Oh, I see Austria just popped in, guys. Is that a good tip? Okay, is it? I don't know. Is it this one?
No,
No.
Austria with Austria on the Paris? Maybe not.
kind of close.
Oh, maybe it's this one.
No,
No.
No, it's not that one either. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to help here. Does that help? Like I said, I forgot, so I'm not gonna tease anybody because I had it written down 6 weeks ago on my whiteboard, and it's since been erased. So I have no clue. I'm wondering if it was a Paper Wars even, but I can't remember.
No, it's not a paper wars.
Not a Paper Wars. Oh, this might be right. Hold on. Was it this one?
No, somebody got it. Not him.
Yeah.
It's not 1866.
Yeah.
Okay, so then it's
Nope, not lamps.
No.
Okay, where'd it go? Hold on, I gotta find it.
Oh,
There,
you look, yeah, Empire and Alliance.
There we go. Adam, thank God. Put me out of my misery, Adam.
Like that?
Good Lord. Yeah, I completely forgot which this one was. The counters, I should have known from the counters because those counters, now that I look at those counters, because that's been played at Expo. This game's been played. Okay, I got one last one. If you want to do one last one, Bill and Billy, we can do one
Sure.
last one. All right, last Halloween quiz. Billy, pick a number, please.
24.
24 corner pocket. Oh, interesting terrain. I like that.
know what this is.
That looks like a Newt game artwork. Did Newt do this, Bill? Is that Newt doing that artwork? Because that looks like a 28 from Vicky, Steve Larson, 13 from Vicky. Oh, interesting. I see an icon, guys. It is definitely not Civil War.
Oh,
Tobruk. Is it Tobruk? I don't think so. Counter terror. No, I don't think so. 37 from Kevin. 19 from Dan.
Yeah.
which looks weird, but the
This is I clearly need to buy more Compass games. That's a good answer. Anybody have any idea yet? Bill and Billy can't say anything. Bill and Billy, do you know yet?
yeah, I know.
You know what it is? Okay. 19. Did 19 already. 21. Nice counters.
I know.
It is not African campaign trend, but nice try.
Yeah, that's what I said. it was.
I don't think it's that one either, Papa.
No, not Mari.
I believe that's an area movement game.
That might be it, dude.
27.
What?
Steve wants 27. He wants to see the counter.
They didn't have
Oh,
cubes.
Steve, you're not seeing the top left corner of the counter. I'm so sorry. Is it Line of Ethiopia from XTR Command Magazine?
No.
Has to be a Compass, although we will be able to do that game. We have not published it yet. Is it Shoots Troopa, my own favorite project
No,
from
nope.
Dennis? No, it isn't. Sorry, Dennis.
That one looks nice.
Okay, it is something on Eastern
Doesn't look like-
Africa.
no,
I think that's
I don't
correct,
think-
Brian.
right.
Brian, you're very smart. You're correct.
Okay.
Forgotten Legions, a Vance Von Voorhees game. It's 2 games in 1.
Oh,
If you haven't looked at Forgotten Legions on the website, check it out. Drive on Damascus, another game as well.
Those are cute.
Really awesome. What about this one from John C?
Cool.
Lion of Judah?
it's cute.
What do you say, Bill?
No.
Do me a
Not
favor.
Lion
go
of
12
Judah? No?
Do 12 and 20.
12 and 20? Hara. Hara.
Wait, I got a question.
Wait,
Wha-
where'd
What's
you?
the cube? for?
Yeah, where'd you get this, John?
I pulled it off of Board Game Geeks.
Yeah, the
Posted
cube's
Yeah.
not in it.
The cube's not in the game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
That's what
so that
threw me
that's
off.
an extra. That's just to make it tricky for people. That's okay.
It did, but
That's the clay.
somebody
That's
was
the
right.
clay.
It's
That's what I call the clay stone version because clay
It's
stone.
Lion
always-
of Judah.
Lion of Judah. Okay, the first one to guess that was could have been Joe Youst, I think. Yeah, Joe.
Show
no?
us the whole
No.
thing.
Couldn't be Joe Youst.
No, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
it is.
Why
Ethiopia.
Now, did Newt do the artwork for this game? Do you remember if it was Newt or not?
Remember.
Yeah, let me go back to ancient times.
Go on the website.
That's on the website. I don't.
There's
That's crazy.
He's the cube.
Yeah, the cube is-
World War II Battle Bulge.
Yeah, what's your commander? And the
Empires
green
and
thing looked like it.
Empires and Alliances. I could not remember that game for the life of me.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
Is it still available? There we go. The War of Ethiopia. And let's see if we list the artist here. Yes, we do, of course. It is Newt. I guessed right. It is Newt Grunitz is the artist. So I don't know how many people own this game, but I hear it's awesome. It's a
sold
really
out.
great game.
Yeah,
It's going to get reprinted. Bill's committed to reprinting it today, right, Bill?
He's on the back. He's on
You're
the
gonna reprint it today, Bill? Is that your commitment to reprint this today, based on everybody wanting it?
Oh yeah, John, you got to take that off
What off?
because it's out of print, but it says available.
Oh, okay. Darn it!
Oh, wait.
See, we'll say we just decided it's going to be available again. That you're going to reprint it.
You can't buy it.
Yeah,
Right?
you can't buy it.
All right, I will. Everybody, don't buy it. It's not available. I have to go to the website and take it off. I'm writing a note on the whiteboard in front of me to remove it. So you have to convince Bill to maybe he could bundle this with something else.
Sorry, not human.
Maybe he could do something like that.
What?
If you get still right,
What are you talking about?
it's Lady Judah, dude.
That's a popular one.
The game guessed wrong.
Yeah, I didn't say it's still.
All right, Town Hall. Let's see if we got some final questions
Dude,
from anybody. Let's go back to the comments. That was fun.
Okay,
Okay,
what are we going to give away?
but we're going to have Bill. Bill says he's going to commit to doing a reprint because he knows everybody wants it. I'm just joking. Let's see here. A question from Rick Herrick on YouTube. He really liked the Battle of the Bulge, World War II Commander. I think that's World War II Commander series. I was right. Is there going to be a volume 2? Yes, there is.
Yeah, it's on pre-order. It's Operation Market Garden.
Okay, you're going to make me do it.
Hmm.
I have to find it now. Let me find it and I'll show it once I find it on the website. There we are. It's a pay later, right? You don't have to pay for it yet, guys. Boom. Oh, we got too many things we're showing right now. I got all these things on the. There we go. Phew. So here you go. If you liked World War II Commander Bulge, which is an awesome game, here's Market Garden. And it's, again, very playable. Again, if you like the series, you're going to love it. Great for replayability, just given all the variations in the game, deciding what to activate, etc. So really popular. This has been out there for a while, but it's done. The game's done. It's probably at the printer or back already. So that was a good question. Thanks for bringing that game up. I don't think we've talked about World War II Commander series in a while. So thank you, Darren, for bringing that up. Darren, I think, is out of Petaluma, California, if I'm not mistaken. Operation, this one's available as well. Operation Avalanche GDW. That's a monster game. I think it was about 3 maps, around thereabouts. 3 maps thereabouts. So that game is could be on the list. Absolutely. Make sure you get your town halls in. Thank you for doing that.
What are we giving away, Bill?
Dog boats.
Oh, yeah, we'll give dog boats away.
Wow, we had. I was surprised. See, now I gotta admit something to you guys. I thought because it's Halloween night, we'd have half the audience that we typically have. We're usually trying to get to 200. We have 224 live viewers right now. So being the week before Expo, this is a lot of people. So if there's anything you want to mention, I would mention it now because you're approaching 250 live viewers right now.
Yeah, we don't do Vassal for our Paper Wars. I don't think we've ever done a Vassal for Paper War.
There might be just 1 or 2 out there, maybe. I think I may have seen Michael Resch's World War I game we did.
Yeah, but we don't do that as a.
Usually it's always the box games. Yeah, the box games. And I hope everybody's doing the subscription. Obviously, we're in that new subscription now, and the subscription's up, or you can purchase the individual magazine issues as well. But we've got a really strong lineup, and the article lineup and bonus material lineup that applies to other Compass games is very strong. I think Bill mentioned
consecutive for dog boats. That can't be.
What about the dog boats?
I thought it was the second.
You did 2. You did 2 last.
I'm sorry. What's the question? 3rd consecutive town hall for what do you mean
Last week.
for dog boats? Oh, you did dog boats. You already gave it away.
Twice last week.
Yeah, but I know I gave 2 copies away last time, but I don't think it was 3 straight consecutive town halls with dog
It might
boats.
be.
Yeah, it could be, but who's one of them? Well, what do you want to give?
Kevin, we do have brief Border Wars 2. That's going to be coming. That is a pure quad game. We already have Brief Border Wars out.
Yeah.
I think it's still in print. Some Brian Train's games. That's the designer Brian Train out of Canada. But yes, we do have Brief Border Wars 2. I do know of that quad game for sure. And then Eric will be at Compass Expo next week if you want to play test the next game in the World War III Third World War series. East Asia Front. Please do that.
HAC.
Oh, yeah, what's that?
So we have a decision on the
Or we
What's
can
that?
do, yeah. Oh, we'll do Victory at Sea.
Victory at Sea. Oh, from John Edwards, Victory at Sea. Wonderful. Good choice. Okay, so everybody, we're at 198 have entered the drawing out of 227 people. If you can do us a favor, if you're on either YouTube or Facebook, for Halloween, if you can give us a little like, button, click the like button. I think we've got a few likes, but it'd be awesome. It always helps us to get more likes. If you could do that for us, give us a thumbs up for doing the giveaway. We really appreciate that. And I was stalling by saying that so everybody has time to do hashtag town hall, but it looks like everybody's put in their entry already. So we're going to go ahead and do the drawing for Victory at Sea by John Edwards. So good luck to everybody. Have a happy Halloween. Those that are stateside, hope you had a wonderful night this evening. And the winner is Abraham. Abraham on YouTube has won Victory at Sea.
Oh,
So
very nice.
So Abraham, please send an email to sales@compassgames.com, sales@compassgames.com with your information, mailing address, and we will send you the very popular Victory at Sea John Edwards
Very nice.
game. So a very nice win. And again, I want to wish you guys, Bill and Billy, a happy Halloween. Excited for the expo next week. It's going to be awesome. Over 100, what did I said, 111 people were on the website already registered. Still time to register as well. So I know it's going to be a really exciting week next week for sure.
Yeah, get with Carolyn because she doesn't have that number.
Usually it's a little lower number. I think that's just from the, I know we have a script that's running on the website that's pulling numbers. So that script is usually a few. It's always, that number's a little off, but it's pulled in automatically. That number is getting pulled in by a script. So
Where?
on our website, there's a script that goes to our order page and pulls the number of
Yeah,
orders.
but I don't think it has cancellations on it.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't have cancellations on there. But with
Yeah,
walk-ins,
okay, then we're right
Yeah.
because you don't have the cancellations on there.
yeah,
We do.
yeah. So with obviously with the walk-ins that we always have, it should be over that number I just shared. Should be over 110, 111. But we've had a few cancellations and I will check. I have a note here. I will check, but I do believe
Anything special for.
I believe John
100.
Southard is still going to be at Expo Bill next week, but I'll double check that for you. But I'm pretty sure John was still going to be there. So is Carolyn there? Does she have the actual number or
No, she's not here.
No,
okay.
she's not there.
Okay.
But I think if you don't have cancellations, that's the difference. Okay.
Yeah, that is the difference. Yeah, it's just pulling the number of orders, which
Wow, very good.
all righty. Well, again, I want to wish you a happy Halloween, Bill and Billy, and also to everybody. Thanks for, I think, a very close to record audience tonight. I hope you liked the previews you saw. Hopefully Bill's happy that we got another old game that's been on pre-order for quite a while. Is now pretty much wrapped up. So,
Yes.
and so I've still got, so next is
Right, so
Sensua.
that's good.
So SensuaCon is next week, and then after that is Rebel Tide. So I know Rebel Tide came up, and that got backed up, but it's in the mix, even though it's way overdue. But SensuaCon is next for me for an older pre-order. So
What
that's where we
happened?
are.
Yeah, I guess everything's good, right? I don't know.
Is that everything? I don't know.
Yeah, there's nothing
Catalog.
happening.
Catalog sales are popping. If you're near Connecticut, you should drive out just for the Compass store because you're going to save 50% on the games. It's an incredible sale, and you can meet a lot of designers, and so it's a great community to get together. So anybody who can drive in from New York or Washington, Baltimore, Maryland, anywhere in that area, try to drive in for one day next week or the weekend. Saturday would be a great day. So you get
Okay,
free.
have a good rest of Halloween, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you
Okay,
being
take
able to
care.
listen. Bye-bye.
Bye.